Good morning. How are we doing? So, is this the real reason why we procrastinate and put things off? And that is through fear of failing or looking silly or failing to people please, even. And this comes from a conversation I had with someone yesterday who's been meaning to start for a long, long time and has now got started. And when we went into it, we went into the obstacles and the kickstart 1-to-1. These are always interesting for me as well. Quite often similar things come up. So I always say, like, don't think that your reasons are any different or any kind of like it means that it's over and you're just one of them. You know, people say to me, oh, I'm just a lost cause or something like that. And actually, fear is really normal. That's the thing. Fear is very normal. What's not, I guess, normal, what the issue is almost like the risk assessment that we put on events or things that are almost not congruent with actual reality. So we put these risk assessment on things and assess them wrong, like starting an exercise session, what it will be like, how I'll feel. Will I be able to handle it? Will I not? Will I be able to stick to it? We start to think about this. And the problem is when you ask them questions, what does your brain do? Your brain looks at reasons exactly why you won't do it. Because, will I be able to stick to it? All of a sudden, we're looking for reasons why we won't. What about when it gets colder? What about this? And it was the first thing that went in my head when I was like, I haven't got my car at the moment. It's currently being fixed-ish. And I was like, I'm getting lots of steps in, lots of walking, which is lovely. My brain went, initially, will I be able to keep it going in the winter? I'm already looking at, failing to just acknowledge the now and go, will I be able to fix it then? What will I be like then? And it's why we survived the longest, but that can put us off, like now. That can put us off the now and go, yes, maybe it's not the right time. And I understand it, because the fear of failing, especially when you've tried a lot before, and a lot of people, again, it comes up, I've tried everything before, you're the last, this is the last thing, or, I know what I need to do to lose weight, I can never sustain it. And I know I just need to do this and then I'll lose the weight. And that's an interesting one as well, isn't it? Because when you say things like, I know what I need to do to lose weight, I just need to do this. And then I do it, I lose the weight, but then it comes back on again. So then we've got to think about, okay, is what you're doing sustainable, or is it more likely that we do something that's that loses the weight, but we just do it for as long as possible without considering having any check-ins. And by check-ins, yes, we do check-ins. I mean check-ins with yourself as well. Like just like, how long have I been doing this for? This diet, this weight loss cake. Does it still align with where my life's at the moment? Do I need a bit of a break from it? Or rather than just going push, and then it's not perfect, but I was like, I'm off plan now. I'm off plan. That's it, done. And rather than transitioning out of this weight loss hit, we just kind of just go with it until we can't do it anymore. Then we can't do it anymore. Then we lose momentum and then we just stop. And sometimes that's where coaching, if I'm honest, comes in. Having that accountability, having that check-in, having that, okay, let's have a look at what's worked, what hasn't worked. Okay, can you just do this instead? Oh, fine. That's actually easier than I thought. And the amount of times, me personally as well, from working with other coaches and checking stuff in with our team at Fruci Fit as well, just having that other voice and someone else's opinion to go, oh yeah, what do you think of this? Oh no, what about this? Oh yeah. It's so powerful to get that. And I think that's the hidden gem sometimes. And through fear of failure. So I was chatting to someone as well, and they were talking about how they don't like their kind of feeling of breathless. and they know they need to push a bit, they know they need to exercise, but they're a bit worried about that. And they're also worried around how they're going to feel like the next day. Like, are they going to be aching? Are they going to be tired? Will they be able to do what they normally do? And this is an interesting one as well, because you don't have to be like all out aching for days. You don't have to be there like if you don't feel it, you haven't worked hard enough, because we know that's just not true. And actually, it's a risk reward thing. Yes, of course, we're gonna push you. We're gonna push you outside your comfort zone a little bit. That's why you're there, right? You want to get fitter, get stronger, improve your mobility, make everyday tasks easier. But at the same time, we don't want you crawling out, aching for days, not being able to do your normal things, because we know that can then backfire. Because if you normally do your walk in the morning, but you can't walk now because your legs are so aching, you then burn fewer calories the next day, which offsets that. And I know it's not all about calories, but also momentum as well. And you don't get your walk in. What does that do for your mental health, your mood, your energy, for your start of your day? Could go on. And in terms of the breathlessness, it is about working in your pace. And I know I say this a lot, but your pace is the right pace with this. Like, you've got to work at your pace. Push it 1%. Work at your pace, push it 1%. Don't worry about what other people do, because actually, guess what? The only reason they're doing X, Y, and Z is because they just started before you. And I can tell you now, and you can ask them. I say this a lot. They were in the same position you were. They came in nervous. They came in a bit, what's this going to be like? Will I be able to stick to it? Will I not? You know what, I'll give it a try. But only by starting do you know what you can do. Only by starting do you start to get fitter, get stronger, and all of a sudden that push-up that you're doing against the wall starts to come to the floor. You get a little bit deeper with it. You start to build confidence. You get more comfortable on the floor. You get more comfortable getting up and down from the floor during sessions, after sessions, playing with grandkids, kids, having the energy at the end of the day to still go, yeah, let's go trampolining. Let's go for that walk to the park. Let's do X, Y, Z. That is powerful. When you start to hear things like this, like more so than when someone says I lost 2 stone, because I can just visualize all of that. So I hope that helps. Yeah, any questions on that? Do let me know, and I will see you soon. Bit of a ramble this morning. Have an awesome bank holiday Monday. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you soon.